Good morning, fourth grade. I have two activities planned for us today. The first one, I just want to share your study guide for our Unit 3 test. Our Unit 3 test will be on Thursday, January 14th, after when we come back from break. So in order to give you guys time to review the material, I have shared the study guide with you. If you are on Google Classroom, under classwork, you can scroll down to test review. Under test review, you will see something that says Unit 3 study guide. The Unit 3 study guide has a different vocabulary that we learn about topographic maps and volcanoes, and also vocabulary from natural disasters. We will learn about natural disasters when we come back from break. There are two study guides. One of them is in English, and it has the different vocabulary words as well as different questions. Be sure to read over and practice the different vocabulary words and the questions. Also, the second one is in Spanish. So if you would like to review the vocabulary word in Spanish, you can use that. Now let's get into our second activity, which will be completing an ugly science Christmas sweater. I will show you the directions on how to do that next. So I'm going to walk you through on how you can complete today's Nearpod to design your ugly Christmas sweater. So you're going to type in the code, which is capital A, capital I, R, the number 4, E. So after you type in the code, you can click this blue button. You will receive this sign. You will click Login with Google. Click your name. You're going to verify that that's you. And then you are going to click through these slides to read the directions on how to create a science ugly Christmas sweater. In 2020, in science, we learned and explored many topics. We are going to use what we have learned to design a sweater, an ugly Christmas sweater, a science ugly Christmas sweater. So here are the directions on how to create and submit your ugly Christmas sweater. The first thing you need to do is go to Nearpod and enter the code. The code is going to be found in the instructions of today's assignment. Thing number 2 that you're going to do is read the different topics we learned in science. We're going to see it in the next slide. Step 3, you're going to use the Draw It tools to add color and pictures to your sweater. And 4, use your science knowledge, Christmas spirit, and creativity to design an ugly Christmas sweater. So let's first read what we learned in 2020 in science. One of the things that we explored was the types of soil like sand, silt, clay, and humus, which are all different sized small rocks. We also learned about physical and chemical weathering, which is how rocks end up breaking down from a tall mountain, and then through physical and chemical weathering where they rub and they end up breaking down into smaller pieces. We also learned about erosion and deposition. Erosion is when rocks move around. Deposition is when the rocks start settle into new landforms. And we also learned about fossils and the different types of fossils, like a mold, cast, preserved remains, and petrification. We also learned about volcanoes, how they form in the Earth's rock and are filled with lava. Now that we know the topics that we explored in science in 2020, you are going to use this template to design your own ugly Christmas sweater. We're going to click so we can start drawing. You have 4 you have you have 4 different tools that you can add: crayon, marker, text box, and pictures that you can add. I want you to add pictures of different science topics. If you can add a sentence that makes it Christmas related, that is fine. Also add some Christmas decoration. Make it as Christmassy as sciency, all mixed together to make your best ugly Christmas sweater. Um, what you do want to do, one thing you want to do is, if you're going to add pictures or words, you want to add that before you start to color it. Because if you color it, the marker will hide it. So my favorite song, Christmas song, is actually this one that you hear playing, Jingle Bell Rock. So I'm going to write the title of the song, Jingle Bell Rock. Jingle Bell. Jingle Bell. I'm gonna make it a little bigger. Alright, so I'm gonna write Jingle Bell, and the song is called Jingle Bell Rocks, but instead of writing the word rock, I'm gonna find the picture of a rock. I'm gonna, let's see, I'm gonna pick this one. There we go. And then add some. I know that we also learned about erosion and how rocks are falling down during erosion. So I'm gonna see what pictures I find about erosion. I'm gonna add that on one of my sleeves. I'm gonna make it smaller so it fits. I'm gonna add a volcano on the other side. An erupting volcano. This is a nice picture. I'm gonna add a volcano there. And then I also learned some fossils. I'm gonna put some fossils. I'm gonna put a mold fossil. And let's see, I'm gonna put a mold fossil inside the hood. So we're kind of making a collage of different science things that we learned. See, I'm just gonna put it here. I think it fits better there. And then I'm just gonna add some color to it. Usually when I think of Christmas, the colors I think of are red and green. So I think I'm gonna do like a pattern. I'm gonna do like red and green stripes. And start coloring these sleeves red. Color. I'm gonna do like a pattern. Make it as creative and as Christmassy as you want. Add at least 2 different pictures of 2 different topics that we learned in science. If you want to draw something that we learned, that's also an option. I'm just going to continue to add color on mine. I'm going to continue coloring mine. You need a reminder of what that was, you can go back to the list. There's different types of soil, physical weathering, erosion, and if you fossils, volcanoes. And if you go back, your work will be saved. All right. So I added some color to it. I'm gonna add some like gold tinsel on the bottom. Oh no, there we go. And then what can I add to the top? Draw about a gingerbread man sitting at the top of the sweater. Let's see what I can find. I like this one. Gonna make him small to make sure he fits right there. And then that's it. And then once you have added different stuff, added different colors, different pictures of different science material, you can click submit. You will see this screen and you are done for science. I hope you have a wonderful Christmas and a great new year, and I will see you in 2021. Have a great break. Feliz Navidad, próspero año y felicidad. Feliz Navidad. Feliz Navidad.